Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Let me put it into perspective how bad it is. Bring back Snyder, okay?
Whoa.
Wow.
No. Agreed.
I don't think
Agreed.
I don't think they're good. They're not good, but they're better than this dog shit, okay? They were. So at least there was interesting discussions around those movies. And
when you look back, Jeremy, and you say, when you look back and you see that Superman's James Gunn did not make more money than Man of Steel, even without adjusting for inflation, it was over then. Yeah. That's when it was over.
It sold like half as many tickets, effectively.
Yeah. A blend of both.
It is an undeniable fact. You can have your opinions, and that's fine. It is an undeniable fact that Zack Snyder's universe is far superior to James Gunn's universe.
I will jump on that train.
It is not even, there is no discussion to be had. You can still prefer James Gunn's universe if you choose to, but Zack Snyder's is objectively better in every fucking way.
Yeah, this is not some Jeremy. It's funny you said that over the years, but like,
yo, what's going on, yo? It is your boy Skywalker back at y'all with another one. Man, y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out, and I appreciate that. Much love to everybody in the live chat and everybody that will be on replay crew as well. My bad. Sorry I got started a little late, y'all. I had to go chill out, man. I was on a space earlier. I had to go relax for a little bit. Before I got on here, yo, because I was about to blow a gasket earlier, dog. We got the Batman in the building. Much love, bro. We got Smacky in the building. Much love, bro. Right, we got Mama Bear in the house. Thank you for being here, Mama Bear. Your presence is always appreciated. Thank you so much. We got Nessa Noel in the house. Your presence is appreciated as well, Nessa. Much love and energy to you and your fam. We got who else is in here? DC Talk is in the building. Michael Capo, Sin Havoc 5150. Diva is in the building. Bass Reeves, L Necron. Much love, bro. Shout out to L Boogie, aka L Necron. Shout out to the cool table. What up, Cozy? Man, bro. He said, what's up, y'all? Me acting like nothing happened in my face. Exactly. Much love, bro. Oh my God. Nah, it's these people is insane, bro. And Necron said, I caught the end of your space. Guess I have something to listen to it. Bro, I wasn't even on there for that long, bro. I wasn't even on there for that long. Diva said, saw the Odyssey. Some scenes reminded me. Oh, most scenes reminded me of BBS. Oh, crazy. I wasn't even on there for that long, bro. Much love. He said, I wonder who Space is. Yeah. We got Frank C in the building. Frank C said the judge granting the motion for the states tomorrow is the biggest hurdle. Campion said those types of lawsuits last about a year, which sinks Paramount into deeper debt. Yeah, we gon' get to that, bro. We gonna get to that. We got the Curly Ray in the house. Much love, Curly Ray. Much love, Alan Belk. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and let's get started with all this. Y'all be sure to smash that like, share, and subscribe. Look, for all y'all wondering what happened, I kind of blew up into space a little bit. He said, look, Sky popped up, left, came back, and left. Bro, that's hilarious, bro. That is what happened. I popped up went off, went crazy, left, came back because I was like, look, let me apologize. And then went off again. Even more the second time, probably. Crazy. Crazy. Who else is in here? TJ said Sky breathe. Nah, it's all good, bro. He said Sky was going Super Saiyan berserk. Wow, bro. Anyway, look, y'all be sure to smash that like, share, and subscribe, as well as the notification bell, so that you know when I'm going live or dropping a new video, all that good stuff, man. Look, y'all already know about all this stuff, man. Y'all already know who we are, right? Y'all already know how to sponsor a stream by donating to the platform in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It is tallied up, and whoever donates the most will have the name. It's going across the bottom of a following stream like the homie W Mirror does for this one. Right. And we got that poll in the chat going, saying, what is the biggest threat to the Paramount Warner merger? Right now, we got the judge blocks it at 40%, financial concerns at 25%, regulatory scrutiny at 15%, and the companies themselves at 20%. Right. I think it's going to be a mix of all four, but I couldn't put that. Right. Hold on. Let me get a sip of this water. Crazy, bro. Frank C says, Sky, ironically, you and Leon saw that person before. I bet so, bro. Wait a minute. Yo, Cozy, I got to talk to you. If that's who I think it was, bro, if that's who I think it was, dog. Crazy. He said, I don't blame you for blowing up. Yep, crazy. Anyway, and we got Bat Dan in the building. Oh, much love, bro. Anyway, let's get started with the stream, y'all, because this is nasty work, man. Look, I'm going to tell y'all something. Before we get started on all this stuff, man, I'm going to tell y'all why I blew up earlier and why I don't appreciate this stuff, right? I'm going to tell y'all why. I don't like people that have dishonest conversations. You know? It's like, I don't like dishonest conversations, right? All that, going back and forth and people not being honest about what's going on or not trying to what's going on with the fuzzies. They messing with me, bro. Anyway, all that stuff going on when people be like trying to have these conversations and we can't have them in good faith, bro. Like, I don't like that, I don't like it. I prefer when I'm talking to somebody, we just have conversations in good faith. That's it, right? Like, if I catch you in a logic trap, just go ahead and admit you caught. Like, don't try to weasel your way out of it, Like, if your whole thing is Netflix wasn't going to restore or whatever, if they wasn't going to bring Zack Snyder back, if that's what you're, going to be standing on, and then I ask you, did WBD ever publicly acknowledge the Zack Snyder fandom or like publicly address them specifically? And you answer that question, well, Netflix didn't either. That's not what I asked, bro. That's not what I asked. I asked you, did WBD ever address the Zack Snyder fan base specifically? Netflix didn't. And I was like, yo, but they did, though. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. I was like, yes, they did, bro. Like, you're not even living in reality. We can't even have these conversations. That's what sent me, for anybody wondering. But that's that's a little inside baseball for everybody that was in the space. But nah, we good. I just hate people that argue in bad faith. I hate it. Crazy, right? Anyway, look, just like we were saying, and it was other people that was trying to say, hey, these lawsuits don't mean nothing, right? And they were trying to say, hey, these states making these moves, right? Says Sky, you should debate with a gunny DCU fan on stream. It would be hilarious. Bro, look, here's the thing. Would it be though? Like, I don't like doing stuff just to do stuff. Right? Like, I like having good, honest conversations. First of all, if I could find a genuine DCU fan, I might bring them on. But they all be capping. So, like, I can't even do that, you know? Because if I ask you, did Warner Brothers Discovery do something, and your first answer is, oh, but Netflix, like, yo, what are we talking about? Like, I didn't ask you about Netflix. Oh my God. Yeah. Joe Buck, them people you named, though, they've already been food, though. Like, they've already been digested, you know. But anyway, right? We were told, hey, that, you know, these things didn't matter. All of these lawsuits that were popping up and all of this stuff, we were told none of this shit mattered. We were like, hey, there's nothing to see here. There's nothing to see here. But little did they know that while they were out telling you that this didn't mean anything and that there was nothing to see here, right? Diva, them people you mentioned, they won't come on the channel, bro. They won't come on the channel. I'd have them on. For sure. I'd have them on. But that's the thing right now. They'd have to come to me, bro. Oh, how the tables have turned. Ooh-wee. Anyway, look, I ain't about to get sidetracked again. I'm sorry, y'all, for watching along that don't know who or what I'm talking about. Anyway, if you've been paying attention recently, we were bringing up how people were trying to tell you guys that, hey, these lawsuits didn't mean anything. These states weren't going to sue. They were daring the states to sue, doing all this weird shit. And I was like, hey, you know, when we were trying to tell y'all, hey, that this stuff should be something they should have your eye on, they were trying to tell you guys it was never going to happen. That was a weird hill to die on for me personally, because, like, why would you say these states aren't going to sue? Like, that's a ridiculous thing to say. Like, I would never have said that, right? I would have never said that. But, here we are, right? My bad about the sirens in the back. See, they be doing that shit on purpose, yo. I am convinced, right? Especially after watching the game again last night, I'm convinced, bro. They be doing that siren stuff on purpose. Anyway, while they were trying to tell y'all that it didn't matter, the state suing meant nothing, apparently people at Paramount didn't feel the same way. See, look, I don't want to hear nothing else, bro. Yo, there's been so many times that these people have been proven wrong. How many? Right? While they were out telling you to not be worried, people that are covering this stuff and journalists, whatever, I don't get, fans, whatever, Yeah, they're fans, right? That's what they are. They're fans, right? So you have fans telling you guys that claim to have inside sources. They say they got people close to the situation and that they know stuff that we don't know, right? These are the gatekeepers. They were literally telling you guys to not be worried, that these lawsuits didn't mean anything. The states were never going to sue. Now it comes out that some executives at Paramount actually fear that a judge going to hit pause on this thing, man. This is not Sky making this up, right? I got a question. Why is it that we consistently seem to be ahead of the curve while all of these other people are faltering? Don't worry, I'll wait. Y'all let me know in the chat. Somebody type ahead of the curve in the chat, right? How is it that we are constantly able to stay ahead of the curve? What up, Troy? Right? How is it that we are able to stay ahead of the curve on all of this information when people that say that they got sources and people close to the situation, they consistently behind the 8 ball? Huh? How does this continue to happen? Frank C said, because they cover things from one lens. Bro, these people operate under the only lens is whatever the fuck the Zack Snyder fan base is on, we on the opposite. This is a weird way to live life, bro. Dude, this conversation that I just had on Cozy Space, it's a weird way to live your life, man. To just be denying reality? To just deny reality consistently? For what? Right? El Necron said they got agendas, not the truth. Let them know, bro. Sin Havoc said it's getting, bro. They was just look, anybody that was just told to not worry about this stuff and it was no big deal, right? From all of these people that have been pushing Paramount this whole time. How is it now that it's being said that Paramount we don't believe you. You need more people. Smacky said certain grifters saying they got the best lawyers in the game when the judge basically laughed at him about the ticker price, saying that's on y'all. Like, what, you want me to operate on your fucking dime? Because you had to put this thing in there? Because you made promises that you couldn't deliver on? Obviously, you thought you had the juice? Troy said, no doubt they want to push the narrative. Ellison has the deal in the bag. There's a ton of heat on Paramount in this deal. Anyone can see that. But nah, man, they out there telling y'all, don't worry. While it's being reported that Paramount executives is worried. Paolo said they don't believe in math. Bruh, but they believe in Google, right? Go Google that shit. SPR said because those people with sources are full of shit. Bro, how much? It can't get more obvious than this. And TJ said no one told him to put that ticket. Bro, ain't nobody tell y'all to do that. You was thumping your chest talking about you was going to get this deal done and it was going to be in the bag. It was a wrap. You got it, right? You got it. You got it. Crazy. Crazy. Bad Dan said, I own 7 shares of WBD. I can't wait till I get paid in September. Right? Hey, let them know, bro. 650 million. Taker fee. L Necron said, not so fast indeed. Bro, somebody tell me, right, why the people that was pushing this Paramount ain't worried narrative, right? What is this? Why am I reading an article that is reporting on Paramount executives and Warner Brothers executives being worried? If what nobody worried, and that's what the sources is saying. The sources is saying, don't be worried. It's in the bag. Why do I have this article on my desk today? How did this happen? How? Right? Why? Why indeed? Why do I have this article on my desk this morning if there's nothing to be worried about? TJ says, Sky, it's not Google, it's Google him. Google Gaga. A bunch of babies. Paolo says, I thought a documentary about the whole Snyderverse versus the WB clown table would be good. But now Truth Table versus self-delusional denier is a little more interesting. Crazy, bro. This is wild. You literally got people denying reality, dog. Bad Dan says, imagine if Paramount tried to get Zaslav to sell parts or WBD just to get this merger approved faster, such as DC, HBO, Warner Brothers Pictures to a company like, look, no, bro, I got one even better for you, right? Because it's going to get even crazier. We about to get wackier. Y'all thought this was wacky. No, I got something wackier. I got something even much wackier than this. Frank C said, Sky, you mean the same person that said that Supergirl has 4 quadrants to success? Bro, look, we got men, we got women, you got young, and you got old. This is a 4 quadrant film, right? That's what he said. What he meant to say was it's a 4 quadrant flop. Movie ain't even gonna make $150 million. Bro, I bet you that last year, if I would have told y'all, if I would have came on this platform and told y'all, hey, look, Superman and Supergirl box office, it ain't even gonna match BVS put together without adjusting for inflation. Y'all would have never believed me. Y'all would have never believed me. Right? But guess what? But wait, there's more. What up, Rock Talks? All right. Yeah. Sin Havoc said these businesses don't follow the same calendars is that we do. Bro, they think this shit is week to week, bro. They think the projections is like week to week, day to day. Bro, I'm trying not to call these people. No, I'm trying not to talk about these people's intelligence, bro. Like, I'm trying not to. I'm really, really trying. And I'm trying hard. Because after that conversation earlier, It's intelligence. Nah, man, because this is crazy. I was literally arguing with somebody earlier that was trying to say that Discovery WBD did the same amount of showing that they was interested in the Snyderverse as Netflix, bro. It's the most insane shit I've ever heard in my life. Insane. Insane. TJ said you can't claim to be intelligent and be delusional at the same time. Oh my God. He said, because James Gunn's dog. He said they were so sure it was gonna be such a huge success, bro. Yeah, right. We ain't forgot, bro.
Because this movie has to be the definitive Superman movie. And I would dare say it has to be the best Superman movie that's ever been made. Because the DC universe, this new DCEU, if it's anything less, it's a failure.
When you say that, are you saying like the quality of the film, or are we talking box office numbers like Man of Steel?
I'm both.
Yeah.
This movie has to be the best Superman movie of all time.
What's really interesting is there's this weird, like, I don't think that James Gunn's Superman is in competition with anything else. They're starting from scratch and building something new. The economics are not to be compared to something that happened over 10 years ago. They've spent the money on 2 movies.
Now it could end in the 600 million range. That would be a disaster. That would be somebody else should take over DC. Because, man, I would be really bad. I mean, I guess they could wait to greenlight further projects because we'll have our answer to this by the end of the summer. Maybe that's the answer. See where it ends. But if it ends with a 6 in front of it, that's really...
And I'm a bad messenger for this, but it doesn't mean I'm wrong. I need you to really listen, Linda, because...
What I'm trying to say here is that I don't even think this movie needs to be profitable to be successful.
Into both.
It is an undeniable fact. You can have your opinions, and that's fine. It is an undeniable fact that Zack Snyder's universe is far superior to James Gunn's universe.
You make Clayface, this DC is different. If you make this good, this DC is different. They'll worry about their blockbusters later. First things first, you've got to get people believing that the DC logo on something is something to run towards, not something to run away from. The utter complete disaster continues as Supergirl has taken one of the biggest second weekend drops in comic book movie genre history. With an almost 75, as of right now, some are saying the number could go higher, but as of right now, the official number is still close to 75% second weekend drop off. Guys, that doesn't happen often, especially with a movie that already made so little. Like every once in a while, you'll get a movie that made $190 million opening weekend, and it could take a 70% drop because everybody's already seen it. Nobody saw Supergirl.
Ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. What up, Kevin? Much love, man. Much love. Crazy. TJ said, man, it's talking about Discovery. Like, bro, it's 2026, not 2023. Crazy. Talking about Discovery. They had it at the forefront of their merger, too. Like, what are you talking about, bro? I can show you a screenshot right now of when they promoted it. One time, bro, you know how many times they promoted the fucking Snyderverse? Netflix. Anyway, man, look, but right, what do we know? We only been ahead of the curve consistently on these situations. right? Everybody else been playing catch up. Everybody else been playing catch up to what we saying, to what we got going on, right? Wild. But hey, what do I know, right? I digress. But let's talk about what happens if this thing does get, because look, it's getting rough. Like I said, they got subscribers or wait, no. Hold on, man. Right? Watch this. Watch this. Oh, wait, no, I ain't about to use that site. They're going to make me click on it 11 times. Here we go. Oh, wait, no, same thing. All right. Bring this up. Yeah, if they getting sued by their own investors, right? They getting sued by their own investors. And they acting like we making this shit up, right? Because we say, hey, this deal looks shady. We're the weird ones. The Writers Guild is fucking suing them. Mama Bear said subscribers, shareholders, WGA, attorney generals, and the EU. Crazy. Sin Havoc said insider trade is guy Bam Bam. Hey, I saw. Right? Maybe that's why she had to get up out of there. Crazy. You never know. But I don't know. I don't know. Even Campia and then was like, yo, hey, these things usually take about a year at least. So that ticket fee, you know what I mean, that y'all so wanted to add to the deal to steal this thing from up under the grip that Netflix had on it, right? Oh, that ticket fee like it's coming back to bite them. But yeah, like, yo, I guess we're making this up, right? I guess we, the Snyder fans, right? Us, no, not even the Snyder fans, right? The fucking sale community. It's us. It's our fault, right? It's those damn Netflix influencers, you know, because they're the ones making all this stuff up, right? Because look, if it wasn't for the pesky Netflix influencers, right, who would even be talking about them getting sued by their investors, the WGA, 12 states, the EU, like all this different stuff, right? Subscribers is suing them. What's wrong, bro? Man, bro. But no, it's our fault, right? We're the ones doing this. We're the ones adding too much on to this deal, right? Because it was all Netflix fault, right? Evil ass Netflix, right? Evil ass Netflix. Netflix is so evil. You know what? I'm gonna let Brad Bird, the director of the wonderful Incredibles movies, some of my favorite movies ever, right? The wonderful Brad Bird. I'm gonna let him tell y'all how evil Netflix is. All right. He about to tell y'all straight up and down about the treachery of this company, right? Because he's worked with Disney, Pixar, you know, some of the biggest studios, right? So he would obviously know treachery. I want y'all to listen to this treacherous story that Brad Bird's about to tell you guys.
Well, the first and foremost, they're stepping up for original film that is large. I mean, it's a big movie, and you know, we're in a time where people don't allocate big resources to original material as often as you'd like. So for them to kind of shove their chips out on our film was a big deal, and you know, I'll always be indebted to them for that.
Wait, what? You mean to tell me that the original IPs, the original ideas, and everything that all these pretentious ass influencers been talking about, you mean to tell me that the home for original ideas is at Netflix? And that the studios are doing reboots and fucking remakes? Hold on, let me listen to that one more time.
Well, the first and foremost, they're stepping up for original film that is large. I mean, it's a big movie, and you know, we're in a time where people don't allocate big resources to original material as often as you'd like. So for them to kind of shove their chips out on our film was a big deal, and you know, I'll always be indebted to them for that.
Almost like what they did with Rebel Moon too. Huge original idea. Put $166 million behind it. 4 releases. Red carpet. But nah, man. TJ said Skywalker and Netflix was very horrible. Like crazy, man. Crazy. Troy said Netflix stuck their neck out for artists. Remember, Chappelle went to bat for Netflix. That's why I support him. Yeah, but none of this matters, bro. By the way, didn't Ryan Coogler, Mr. Original IP Maker with Sinners, just sign a deal with Netflix? Absolutely. Sin Havoc said, that's why Ben Affleck is with Netflix. Absolutely. Bro, these people are so anti-Netflix, they got mad at Quentin Tarantino because he said he loved The Rip. I need you guys to think about the fucking delusion that is going on right now, okay? When you have Quentin Tarantino, one of the greatest directors of all time, say he loved The Rip, and people start getting mad at him talking about fucking Netflix, this is crazy. This is crazy. Insane. CN says PSYOP, Sky, right? TJ said, right?
To doom, motherfuckers.
Crazy, bro. Hey, and look, Smacky, I'm gonna say this, bro, because I've heard this argument. I have heard this argument that Netflix is woke. I've heard it. right? Yeah, but they're woke. Hence why they're working with him, Louis C.K., Shane Gillis, Kevin Hart, Tarantino, Snyder, Del Toro. You know what? I'm tired of typing. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like Netflix, and you gotta kind of respect them. Like they're like, yo, we just gonna fuck with everybody. Like we just gonna have something on here for everybody. And if people watch it, we'll keep making it. If they don't, we won't. Right? Hey, I don't give a shit what your show is about. If it's an audience for it, right? If there's an audience for it, cool. Everything don't have to be for me. You know how much content is out there? Do you know how many movies are being made? Do you know how many shows are being made? Yo, to think that everything has to be all encompassing to what Sky believes in is nasty work. And I would never do that. Right? So hence, when I don't like certain shit, I don't cover it for the most part, and I just move on. The reason why I'm forced to cover this shit that I don't like now, because it's DC, and they stole my Justice League from me. So since that happened, I'm here. TJ says, Sky, how much money did Papa Ellison personally guarantee for this deal? A lot. That's why he kept having to go, asking what was up and asking for that money. Right? So, yeah, man, like, I rock with Netflix, man. They ain't, look, and I will continue to say this. People might ask why. Bro, we are Zack Snyder fans. We was rocking out, and they listened. And that is what whoever that guy I was talking to, whoever I ran into, you know what, man? Look, I'm going to say that for another. Anyway, right? It don't matter what y'all say. It don't matter how you guys feel about this situation. Bad Dan says, Sky, why did Zaslav sell stocks if this motion was nothing to worry about? Nah, bro, it's not. It's nothing to worry about, bro. These people are so controlled, it is ridiculous. But no, like people want to say, hey, Scott, like the Netflix thing, man, the Netflix thing. Why? People may ask these questions, bro, because first of all, they gave Zack Snyder a home when he was dealing with the fallout from that WB situation. And two, because of everything that they've done since we've been rocking out with them, bro. We came to them with an idea as a community and as a fandom. Right? We had certain things that we were asking them for. And they came out and addressed us and said they do it. And then they tried to buy the company that we were asking them to license the thing from. Right? That's my point. They tried to buy the company that we asked them to license the shit from. So it don't matter. You guys can try to do all this, 52 blocks, Brazilian jiu-jitsu shit that y'all not even really good at, right? And y'all can try to whatever out of this situation, but it's not gonna matter. You still have to deal with the facts at the end of the day. I can't believe that this thing is even still a conversation. I was so appalled at what I heard earlier. Appalled. Flabbergasted. Vexed. And y'all know I don't like being vexed. Let them know, Cozy. Like, bro, what's going on, man? Like,
hey, man. I just look.
Well, wait, real quick, before you go in, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to say something, bro. If I ask you a question about WBD, bro, don't answer me about no Netflix shit, bro. Like, if I say, did WBD ever like publicly acknowledge the Snyderverse? Don't answer me Netflix nothing. Sin Havoc said it gets some sage, Sky, bro. I'll do you one better, bro. I'll do you one better, dog. See, y'all think I'm playing, right? Shout out to Sin Havoc for saying this, right? Because you wanna know something, bro? I'm about to burn some sage, bro. Yep, I'm burning sage right here live on stream. Y'all seeing me, right? Sin Havoc has convinced me to burn some sage, bro, to cleanse these demons. Right, but go ahead, Cozy, because crazy, man.
Hey, man, I just want to say, I hope you understand what I had to deal with for a year and some change. Everybody that's in here that hasn't listened in space, hey, man, take some time. If you're cleaning, whatever you're doing, that you're sitting down or you're not driving a vehicle, because you probably will get pissed on the road if you're driving, listening to this or listening to that space. Hey, man, I had to deal with that for a year, some change. I literally got gaslit and all this other shit from him, and I'm just like, yo, how are you saying this shit? And you went to the event. Let alone, no. What's even worse, you asked him a question and he answered with a question. And I'm like, yo, just give him an answer. Why are you answering with a question?
Crazy. That was nasty work, bro. Man. Bro, I had him in the walls of Jericho, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like, he was about to grab the rope, and I just picked his legs up and walked out to the middle of the ring and got right back in there. So I'm like, no, bro, you gonna answer this question, dog. Gonna sit there, I asked you about WBD and you answer me about Netflix. Oh, but Netflix didn't do nothing either. I'm like, bro, if you don't shut up, bro.
Mention how
can't
all
believe
Discovery on the merger.
They were highlighting ZSJL too. I can show you the screenshot. Bro, shut up. You didn't get an answer from the fucking head of the film division. That didn't happen. Ain't nobody come out there and address the Zack Snyder fandom. What? Are we, bro? Don't rewrite history, because it won't happen. Not on our watch.
Nope. And the crazy thing is, were you in there when I said this? That this is the same dude who, for an account that says hashtag release the air cut, was in a call with me, Smacky, and Cam, and bitching and complaining about James Gunn is doing this to Rick Flag and it's ruined the continuity, and he's supposed to be with Enchantress and this, that, and the third. And then he follows up with, do you think James Gunn's going to release the air cut? Do you think David Ayer is going to make a deal with James Gunn where, in order to get his cut released, he goes in?
I would just release the air cut.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want the air cut to be released, so there's that. All right.
Oh,
he doesn't want that released.
I'm sorry. You need your binky. Just fucking children, bro. He said, well, Netflix didn't address, bro. When he said Netflix didn't address the Zack Snyder fandom, bro, I lost it. I'm like, no, bro, I'm done, bro.
Yo, Scott, what's so crazy? He went to the same event you went to.
Wait, but then I asked him, I was like, Dan Lin was at the event, right? He was out there. He's like, but what about the events since then? I was like, what fucking events? Like, Zack ain't released nothing, bro. What are we talking about? Rebel Moon was his last fucking movie. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro? Bro, when I had his ass in that damn Boston Crab, I was just sitting there thinking,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yo.
Man, the Tongan death grip, bro.
It's so crazy because I had him in that space for a whole different other conversation, and he just.
Oh wait, let me address this too, right? Because look, let me say this about people that go to the events. Some of them, because the vast majority of the people that I've met at these things have been like wonderful. They've been wonderful. Wait, hold up, Cozy. Do you have a picture of this dude?
I think I have it in my server. I think.
DM me a picture of this.
Yeah,
guy, I need to verify who I'm about to say this about.
Okay, because
look, I'm gonna say this, right? Because look, the vast majority of people that I've met have been like super dope. You know what I'm saying? Like for people to come up, hey Sky, hey, I'm big, I'm like such and such in the chat, right? And it's been funny because some people I thought were bots, and then I ended up meeting them in real life, and I was like, oh shit. And it kind of like put a face to it, right? Even with even the homie Chris Brown, right? I told him, I was like, bro, I didn't think that was a real account. Like, your fucking name is Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying? And like, nah, and then he was like, yeah, bro, I, like, hopped on the train from Delaware, and I came here to meet Zach, and I just knew you was gonna be here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, man, dope. So, like, yo, I've met a ton of like awesome people, right? But I will say this, I have met certain people where it's like you meet them and it's, bro, they almost look like, because like usually everybody has great energy, right? And then there's some people that meet you and then it's like they think you know what they've been doing and saying, and they meet you and they're like, oh yeah, well, hey, hi Sky, like how's it going, you know? It's just and like it's like a little bit of like different energy, and then you kind of, it's like hard to place it. I didn't know what it was, but that's what it is now, bro. It's because they've been doing and saying things that they know you either don't fuck with or don't approve of, and you don't know because you don't know these people in that same manner, and then yet, you know, they're there and they're trying to shake your hand and shit and act cool. And then, bro, also, I'll say this. Some people that went to, one of them people went to that damn Rebel Moon double feature and lied about there not being women there, bro. So just going to the event, it don't vouch for nothing.
No, that's facts.
You know?
Yeah.
Like it don't vouch for nothing because people have went and been full of shit. Like literally have shaken me and the homie Leon's hand and turned around and tried to talk shit about us afterwards. Crazy. Was literally like paying homage. And then went on the internet and said a bunch of weird shit. And I'm like, yo, like, what? Okay. Right? But once again, when we met him, it seemed like he was up to something that we was supposed to know about. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, bro. But nah, I just wanted to interject with that. I'm sorry, bro.
No, you're good. Like the picture, and if I can find that picture, and Smacky, if you can find that picture, send it to me.
Somebody DM that to me, bro.
Or send it, or send it to Sky because
if I met this guy, I need to know who I'm about to say this about, bro.
Because like I'm not trying to judge people, but from my experience with him, and then seeing the picture of him with Zach, I'm like, you're next to Zach? Why aren't you like smiling?
Because he been talking shit more than likely. I'm telling you, bro, there is something there is something inside them, bro. They know they've been talking shit. They know. So it's harder to hide it when you get around the person.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It's just like during I was like, yo, if it was me next to Zach and we're taking a picture, I'm cheesing hard. Like, I'm over here like, yo, like, I'm talking about full, both rows of my teeth you can be seen. And I'm just like, yo, just like, what? Like,
Baby, bro.
Hopefully I can find it later. But yeah, like,
somebody sent that shit to me, bro. Because I think I know who y'all talking about. I think I know, bro. I'm like 85% sure I know who y'all talking about. Yeah, man. No. That's what that stuff be, though, bro. They be talking smack, and then they get around you, and then it's like, you know, like El Necron said, they know they being frauds.
Fact,
bro. That one dude that came up and talked, and yo, he was paying homage to me and Leon, bro, like crazy, and then got on the internet like 2-3 months later, bro, and was just talking out the side of his neck. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, why was you just, you know? But you think about it, it's like, it was that same stuff. It's like they meet you and they're all like, oh, yeah, you know, this guy should know. Like, does he know I've been talking shit? Like, is he gonna say anything to me? Nah, he don't know. But what if he
does? He know?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's serious, bro.
Yeah, he like, man, I think at one point he either admitted or in the way he was in a conversation we had, he kind of admitted he's not a Snyder or fan of the Snyderverse like that, but he's only like, he's one of those people that only cares about the haircut. Because I remember having the conversation with him and I asked him like, yo, if they were to come out with the haircut right now and you got it and you know, you full thing, even they put it on physical media and everything, do you still care about the Snyderverse? And he was like, not really, no. And I'm like, that's crazy.
It's weird.
Like you only care about this one thing.
Especially seeing as how the haircut is part of this.
That's exactly.
Right? It's like, yo, so you wouldn't want a sequel to the haircut that was also in the Snyder? Bro, this don't make no sense.
Makes none, because it's like
I'm so sick of these.
Because I think he said it or I asked it in the question, but he was like, yeah, once I get the haircut, I'm like getting off the internet, you know. I'm like, I feel like that's cap, but even if it's true, you're telling me you only this and you're gone.
Yeah, bro, because that's his assignment, bro. Bro, when they was like drawing straws and shit, he drew the, you know what I mean? There's like, hey, you want the haircut, Snyderverse, Gunverse, Reevesverse. You know, hey, right? That's just the luck of the draw, bro. It was, you know, hey, I got the haircut assignment. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to just go on here and just cape for that. You know, and then I'm gonna keep asking James Gunn for it, right? Even though
I would just release the haircut.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want the haircut to be released, so there's that. All right.
Nah, but keep asking that guy though. You know,
it's the way
keep asking that guy.
It's the way Campia comes in. It comes in. Like, yeah, but he doesn't want to release it.
Just like ended the whole shit, right? Said, nope. Hey, anything dope. Nope. Not on my watch. Right. TJ said the Snyderverse Batman is literally in the haircut. The Joker is in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Or am I mistaken? Nah, bro. Ah, man. But we can't even get I guess they wouldn't want a sequel to that at all.
Doesn't want a sequel to that, or doesn't want David Ayer to work on other stuff with Zach in that universe that's not just Suicide Squad. It's just the Ayer cut. That's it.
Like he was going to
stop
before, because he was going to do Gotham City Sirens. So he was even going to be working with Zack Snyder in another.
And then by the way,
Necron said, "Campia putting the Viceroy back on script." Nah, but go ahead, bro.
But wasn't there a photo of Zach and David Ayer together? But you only want the Ayer cut and nothing else, though. But they were seen with basically partying and hanging out together. Interesting. All right. Yeah, that whole space, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, man, bro. That I might have lost a few brain cells on that, bro. I ain't even gonna front.
Yo, Scott, I'm telling you. Imagine being in voice chats for a whole year and some change, dealing with that. I know. Yeah,
I'd have left. Nah, bro, I'd have left like I did earlier. Bro, I left, came back, apologized, and then went off again, bro. That is so insane, man. Bro, I don't like delusional people, bro. Especially when you're being willfully delusional. That's what it is. If you're delusional and it's just who you are, all right, cool. But if you're being delusional about this one fucking situation, and then everything else in life you have clear vision on, but this one situation you just can't seem to fathom, right? Like why we're doing what we're doing, why we're continuing to cover the things that we're covering, why we think that this Paramount deal is bad, even though everybody's suing them, including their own shareholders and investors. Crazy. Final thoughts, Cozy. I can't even keep having these conversations.
Hey man, can't wait to see how this whole lawsuit situation, how that ends up. And yeah, man. Hey man, look, y'all gonna learn at some point. At some point, you're gonna learn all that, being hard-headed and not wanting to listen is clearly, to me, these people would rather have the snake bite their ass than listen to the people tell them, hey, there's a snake behind you.
Right?
Watch out. There's a snake that's about to bite you.
And they just keep getting lower and lower and lower just because they don't want to have you be the one to tell them. That's how delusional, bro. We are in a part of the conversation I never thought we were going to be in, bro. I never would have imagined that we'd be sitting here having these conversations about reality, bro. Like about fucking tangible reality. Like we can't even agree on reality.
Yeah.
That hey, this thing happened. That is documented, right? Like, hey, this thing happened. I can bring it up. I can cite it. I can read it to you. I can show it to you. And then you say, nah, that didn't happen. Like, what?
Nah, that didn't happen because this thing that I watched and listened to, they said this. Even though I didn't update and see if there was something else being said. No, that one thing that I'm harping on was said.
Crazy, man. Bro, can't nobody find me nothing about Rebel Moon being canceled, bro, about Netflix being in some crazy breakup situation with Zack Snyder. None of these things are being reported on with any factual, tangible information from anybody that is reputable. The only people that are saying this shit are people that were telling you not to be worried about this Paramount Warner merger, and that they weren't going to get sued, and that none of that stuff was going to happen, and that this was a done deal that was going to be done in July. Y'all remember that?
I definitely do.
Y'all remember that? I do. Right? What they were saying, oh yeah, it's gonna be done by the end of July. Well, when it's the 16th, and we got lawsuits getting filed. Judges, TJ said they told us it's posturing. Yeah, bro. They just posturing. Yo, put this in any kind of context, right? All right, let's say you lived where they have tornadoes, right? And somebody trying to tell you that the tornado warning is posturing, right? Wait, because it's watch first, right? Yes, watch first, then it's warning, right? All right, so it's like it go from tornado watch, and they're like, hey man, look, it's a tornado coming. They're like, nah, man, they just posturing, bro. They fucking with y'all. Get upgraded, right? The wind start picking up everything, right? They're like, hey man, look, this shit coming, bro. like, nah, man. You know, it's just posturing, bro. They want everybody to be scared and to be, you know, bro. It's just posturing, man.
It's fear mongering. They're just fear mongering.
It's just fear mongering, bro.
Even though this tornado picked up that house over there, they're fear mongering. They're just
the shit starts touching down, bro. They like, nah, man, it's all good, bro. It's just look. It ain't nothing to worry about. They still posturing. Could you imagine, like, at what point would you go up and just backhand that person and be like, why are you trying to get me killed? Yo, people that's investing your money, oh my God. Woo. I'd be hot. Oh my God. Come on, man. They over here going in on dude. They over here going in on dude. Bruh, I would hate to be the butt of this Paramount joke because people they've been really, really banking their reputation on this thing, man, and lawsuits not getting filed. I would never do that, bro. Do you know what kind of dumb you gotta be to guarantee that a lawsuit isn't gonna get filed?
My thing is, you gotta be a special kind of dumb to say lawsuits aren't gonna be filed, and then there was customers of said company suing
them, bro.
But you don't think lawsuits are gonna happen though?
Oh my God. They got customers suing, bro. It said, alert, warning, watch, oh shit happening right now, bro. Bruh, it's already touching down, and they're still saying it's just posturing, y'all. Don't trip. They ain't got no case. They ain't got no case. I guess the executives ain't got a case either. The shareholders ain't got a case. Their own shareholders.
What's the new excuse? The shareholders and they don't understand what they're doing.
They must work for Netflix, dog. That's what it is, bro. The Paramount shareholders, they work for Netflix, bro. They're spreading Netflix propaganda, dog. Oh my God. Last words, man. I'm done with these fucking conversations, dog. I'm done, bro. Idiots. I'm so, bro. Go ahead, man. I'm done, bro.
Hey man, all I gotta say is the only good news I have is I'm seeing the Odyssey tomorrow. So It's about to go down tomorrow. So yeah. So
you know what's going crazy? You know what's crazy? Wait, what time are you watching it tomorrow?
I sadly, because I didn't get my tickets early, I'm seeing it at 9 a.m. So I'm thugging it out.
Wait a minute, that's actually a good thing though. Okay, because here's the thing. Because I was gonna wait. I'll get into that after the stream's over. They don't need to hear about that, bro. They don't need to hear about that, bro. These some fucking, I don't know. We got some lurkers in the chat anyway. Some people in here talking about fucking Discovery Zone and shit. I'm sitting here. But what did Discovery do? You know, did Discovery, were they showing the Snyder Cut at the forefront of the merger? Were they doing that? And then what happened? I said, you want to know what Discovery was doing? Discovery was selling the fucking company to the people we talking about after we asked that company to license the Snyderverse. See, here's what it is. Here is another angle of it too, bro. Let them know, Mama Bear, there's not enough likes, bro.
Y'all better like this up.
Hold up. I'm gonna start.
What are y'all doing?
I'm gonna start putting y'all on timeout. You know what I mean? You know what, man? Hold up. We'll be right back. That's
They say all I care about is views. They say all I care about is views. They say all I care about is views. But what about you? What about you? Came a long way from no subs back when y'all was showing me no love, no front. I just had to take a look back, cause sometimes y'all forgot I shook that. I know they would attack cause of own issues. To be honest, I got sick and tired of feeling misused. That's why I've always played a drop for every super chat to show appreciation. Now you're fucking doing that. And just like Mikey used to bring us all together, we gotta take a minute to shout out all the members. Just so you know, you keep the fire going like embers. They say a lot, but I forgot, I don't remember. Be better. Say all I care about is views. They say all I care about is views. They say all I care about is views. But what about you? What about you? Maybe I was better as a young man. At least I can say I never became a dumb man. Cause I never grew up to be a James Gunn fan. Real ones of those I can only count on one hand.
All right, I had to get to that part where I never grew up to be a James Gunn fan. Nah, man, I'm so Cake Batter brought up a great point. He said Obsession was still top 5 in the box office, yet it still got put on VOD. Yet folks say Netflix is killing theaters. Facts, bro. Facts. What up, Joe Nathan? TJ said, by the way, Cozy and Sky, did you see that it was AG Pam Bondi, now former AG in the antitrust division head, told Netflix to withdraw their bid, which was successful. You're not supposed to do that. And I think that's why we got this other situation, because I did want to cover this real quick before we go, because I almost forgot. You know what? No. I'm gonna do that on a different stream. You know, yeah. Last words, bro.
Y'all go watch the Odyssey.
Go watch the Odyssey. Hey, I'm gonna catch y'all mañana. We'll be back. Peace.